Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Football Plays YouTube channel. Today is Friday. It is November 14th, and I am back bringing out some more college football action. Didn't break down Troy and Old Dominion because I didn't have a read. We lost Miami, Ohio by 1,000,000 points. 15 minutes before the game, DeQuan Finn is soft benched by Miami, Ohio. The spread goes from +3 to +6 with him being benched. The offense was abysmal. The run game couldn't get going. The defense played fantastic in the first quarter and in the second quarter until 3 minutes left. Then they gave up 2 touchdowns before half and the game was over because Miami, Ohio couldn't score. I do not understand DeQuan Finn being benched. I did not see an injury. He wasn't on the injury report. It makes no sense whatsoever. Maybe he did something wrong. But again, he must have killed one of the coach's family members because this was a game that they had to win the MAC conference. And they put out a guy, Hansen, who has zero ability to win a game. We saw that against UNLV. Whenever DeQuan Finn went out, he blows a 17-point lead. There is no reason for the soft benching of DeQuan Finn. I don't know if he's hurt. He wasn't on the injury report, so we have to assume he's not hurt. One of the most bizarre things we've seen in college football this season. So I'm a little bit upset. 0-1. We're going to have to hold off for the 100th win. Both of the player props were DeQuan Finn related, so nothing to show on the player prop side. We're going to get our 100th win tonight. We are going to lock it up. And Justin Fields down the sideline. No. 14-7, by the way. Whenever the Jets went down the field, I was like, what the hell's happening? And then 14 points just like that. Travion Henderson, both of them. I'm locking up tonight's pick, and it's going to be my – I'm not going to make it a pick of the week or pick of the year. But the trust me pick of the year. Trust me pick of the day. Trust me pick of the week. Whatever. Louisville -2.5. Now, I'm a Louisville fan this year. Every year I pick a team. I don't really have a favorite college football team. My heart lies with Dallas. That's it. That's all I have in my life for sports related. I mean, I'm a Pistons fan. I pick a college football team that I think has a shot to win their conference and maybe get in the playoffs. So I picked Louisville this season in the ACC. They blew it last week going up against California, which we had California plus 18.5. I told you last week, this Louisville team has been messing around. 3 straight games that they've messed around. They've covered the spread in 2 of those 3 games, but both of the covers were on breakaway touchdowns that they had no business covering the game in. So they should be 0-3 against the spread. They are now should be 0-4 against the spread because they lost outright going up against California. They screwed themselves. They were an 18.5-point favorite. They were at the top of the ACC with only 1 loss, already beating Miami this year. All they had to do was beat California and Clemson, and then they had a shot at the title game, and it's all for nothing because you lose to a not good, not bad, but a decent California team. Miller Moss is going to probably dominate in this one. Isaac Brown being out for Louisville is a tough blow, but they've got another running back I'm going to talk about. It's just I just can't believe that they dropped that game against California. So we're going to lock them up -2.5. Obviously, they've been waiting for this game. Clemson has been better over the last several weeks. I just feel like Clemson every time I bet on Clemson, they're one of the worst teams in the country, and every time I don't bet on Clemson, they give me trouble. But the ACC conference, they're a dumpster fire. One of the worst conferences, maybe the worst, definitely the worst Power 4 conference ever in college football. But, I mean, Virginia's at the top of that conference, so they're not that good. Georgia Tech, maybe, they're not that good. So, yeah, it's going to be Duke. Duke's going to win 4 in a row, maybe get a chance for the college football playoff. This conference, it's really, really bad. But I think Louisville's going to win this game. A lot of anger, a lot of frustration. We're going to see them ground and pound on this one. Clemson's defense has been gashed all season long. I am happy that Dabo got the boys playing just a little bit better, but Louisville's going to win this one pretty easily. I'm going to lock it up -2.5. Anger running, you see, is the difference. It's going to be Keyshawn Brown over the total rushing yards for the player prop today. He's going to get the ball going, running, I think, 100-plus yards easily in this game for him, and then Miller Moss opening up the passing attack with Chris Bell on the outside for Louisville. We're going to go over the 80.5 rushing for Keyshawn Brown. Isaac Brown being out obviously has hurt the Cardinals, but the numbers for the other Brown, Keyshawn Brown, have been really good over the last 3 games whenever he was out. He got hurt against Virginia Tech, but before that against Boston College, had 10 carries for 95 yards. He had 12 carries against Virginia Tech whenever Isaac Brown went out for 94 yards. And they had 14 touches for 136 yards going up against California. So I really hope that Louisville looks at the film and they're like, hey, maybe a guy who's averaging nearly 8 yards per touch, we should give him the ball a little bit more. So I think that's what's going to happen in this game. Clemson has been getting gashed on the defensive side of the ball this season, so give me the over 8.5. I think they're going to lean on the running game in the first half. Miller Moss opens up in the second half, and Louisville gets a must-win game for their season. It's on the line. Clemson has 2 chances for a bowl appearance. They have to play Furman, which they will beat Furman by probably 60, and then they play South Carolina in the last game of the season to get the 6 wins. So they are still going to be bowl eligible. If they drop this game, they'll definitely beat Furman, and they'll probably beat South Carolina because Lenore Sellers has quit on the team. He's going to go to the transfer portal. He is done for South Carolina. So I'm going to take Louisville. -2.5. Keyshawn Brown over the 8.5 rushing. Guys, going to do it. The NCAA football picks and props for Friday, November 14th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please share this video, and thanks for watching.